Hi, it's Lori from the Tiana Sun Tarot. Today I'm doing an Aquarius reading from August the 2nd to the 9th, 2019. The first card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. What goes around comes around. The next card is Justice. It is time for balance. Then we have the Seven of Cups. It is about hopes, wishes, fears, and dreams. The next card is the Page of Cups. It is a watery energy. So say, for instance, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces energy. And it's good news about a relationship. The next card that we have is the Knight of Wands reversed. And it is telling you to judge others by their actions, not by their words. So I guess kind of be careful of deception, I guess. Okay, so the next card that we have is the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Be cautious in financial dealings. It can also be a warning about a materialistic relationship. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. It is about nurturing yourself and others, and that's Cancer energy. The next card we have is the World. It is about success and happiness. The Ace of Cups is emotional fulfillment. It can mean falling in love, or it can be following your spiritual path, and it represents the ultimate feminine energy. The next card we have is the Three of Pentacles. It is success in your home or your business. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. It is when you're worrying over money or you lack confidence. And really and truly, the situation is not really as bad as you think, so maybe you don't have to worry as much. The next card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. It is about feeling undervalued. So if you are pursuing a new opportunity, like an entrepreneurial venture, if you're feeling undervalued, maybe perhaps there are better choices you haven't considered, so maybe perhaps look around. The next card that we have is the High Priestess reversed. Be careful who you trust. Your mentor may have secrets. Okay, and that's just the card. That's nothing personal about any. Okay, the Hanged Man reversed is about confronting your troubles. Maybe perhaps you feel as though you're betraying yourself. Maybe you're wanting to run away from the situation. Okay, the next card we have is the Seven of Swords reversed. Examine people's motives toward you because someone is being deceptive. The next card we have is the Nine of Swords reversed. See if you're missing something good, like a good opportunity, just because you're so used to seeing bad things happen. So the next card is the Lovers reversed. It is about an affair, a breakup, or overdependence on a parent. The next card we have is the Five of Cups. It is telling you about a loss of intimacy somewhere in your relationships. It may be not a sexual relationship, maybe perhaps it is like a business relationship, but you lost the trust in the relationship or something to that effect. The next card is the Devil reversed. This is a detrimental affair, and maybe there's some addictions that are causing a problem. The next card is the Seven of Wands reversed. So when you're negotiating, and it seems like the other party is totally missing your point, and it seems like no matter what you say, you're failing to get your point across, this is what this card means. So maybe should you even start the conversation? Maybe, maybe not. You have to wait to see whether or not it's worthwhile to fight that battle. Okay, so the next card is a Chariot. It is about a new relationship or a career venture. The next card is the Two of Pentacles, working through your money issues. The next card is the Ten of Pentacles, and it represents an inheritance or a happy family. The next card we have is the Hierophant reversed, and it is about an oppressive older person giving you wrong information. Okay. The next card is the Five of Wands. It is like a test, and it could be something like sorting out paperwork and making sure you did it correctly. So the next card we have is the Page of Pentacles. It's good news about money. They want you to think long term and to avoid extravagance so that your long term future will be more stable. So the last two cards we have now are the Sun. The Sun is success. It's time to recuperate. It could be the honeymoon of a new relationship, and then you may have children entering the picture. The last card we have for this set of cards is the Eight of Pentacles, and it is a good opportunity presenting itself to you. So if you invest time right now, perhaps you will have financial success in the future. So all in all, that sounds like a pretty good reading. It had its ups and downs, but the ending result might be that you start something worthwhile. So I guess that's good. Okay, so we're going to go to the next set of cards. I'm gonna move my chair. So I'm gonna steady my camera. Okay. So the next card that we have is the fruition card, and it's about harvesting. So whatever time and energy that you've been investing in something, you're probably going to harvest, whether that's money or some other form of reward or loss, I guess. Okay, the next card we have is hunger. Tough times may be upon you at the moment, but prosperity may come. So right now you might be lacking, but you might not need to worry. The next card we have is fear. Have courage now, or you will block your progress. So the next card we have is surrender. Let go of what you don't need. Accept help if you do need it. The next card we have is trust that you are going in the right direction. I just said in the wrong direction. That's wow. You might need to check that. Trust that you are going in the right direction, and if I mistakenly said wrong direction, check your situation. Okay. Now, darkness reversed is the next card. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what darkness means, and then we'll figure out what it means reversed. And this deck of cards doesn't have reversal meaning, so we're just going to take a look into it to see what it could mean. So darkness means looking inward, strategizing, and releasing what doesn't serve you. And if the darkness is reversed, it could mean that you're in the light, maybe. But it could also mean that I'm not really sure. So you can take it for what it says, looking inward, strategizing, releasing what doesn't serve you. It depends on your situation. Maybe it's saying you're not in darkness, maybe you're in the light, okay? You'll have to see for your situation. The next card we have is assessing. You need to check your blind spots. The next card we have is growth, and it came reversed. All the cards were upright, so I'm not sure why it came reversed. So when this, okay, if you're growing, that means you're getting bigger. So if it's reversed, you're either staying still or getting smaller. That's just what I would think. And like I said, you have to take it for what is going on in your situation. But the growth, what it means is that you already took action. So when you're growing, you're taking action. So if you already did take action, if it was reversed, should you stop taking action? Okay? So you have to think about that in your situation. Now, the next card is peace. Remove yourself from the drama. Then we have attraction. Attract what you want and repel what you don't want. The next card we have is void. Rest and reset. Then we have abundance. There are possibilities all around you, so be aware. Then we have discernment. You need to check around and see if you're making the right choice. So I guess do research. The next card we have is releasing. So you're going to let it go and see what you've outgrown. Let me say, idealistically, you want to let go of what you don't need, but you need to assess your situation to make sure you're allowed to. Make sure that it's not going to hurt you if you do let it go. Okay? The next card we have is wisdom. So what did you learn through the growth process? So if you started out at harvest, were you harvesting a good harvest, or were you harvesting a loss or something? What did you learn through this process, this up and down roller coaster that we went on? Okay? And then we're going to do the last few cards, and then we'll be all done. So let me scoot this over a bit. Sorry that I'm shaking the camera. Sorry. Totally shaking the camera. Okay. Steady camera. Sorry. Okay. Here's the camera. The last cards are in the back. Okay. So the first card that we have is trust yourself. The next card that we have is listen for truth. The last card to the left over here is have faith in the process. Okay. And I'm going to scoot over the chair one more time and get the last couple of cards. I'm going to do it nicer so it won't shake so much. Okay. So here are the last few cards. Your romance angel cards are getting to know each other to help deepen your bond. That's in your immediate past. The immediate present is explore your romantic feelings. And then the immediate future is call in your soulmate. Okay. So then the last set of cards that we have, I'm going to steady the camera more so I'm kind of shifting and holding it. Okay. So the last three cards that we have is you are limitless. What do you choose to do? The next card that we have is the only thing that is real is love, okay? But that card came reversed. Those cards don't have a reversed meaning. So if the only thing that is real is love, If you flip that around, then don't you need money to pay your bills? What else do you need? Is love enough? Okay, so the last card that we have is rest and relaxation is essential. Okay, so Aquariuses, I hope you have a great week this week. I hope you're blessed. I hope you like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for listening.